Good morning students. Hope you are fine. We have watched the previous videos of lesson number 14 Civics, that is in diversity. These are different topics. Now we will come to the next part, that is discrimination between boys and girls. Students, in the previous video you already saw about discrimination of various types. Discrimination, the meaning we saw, that is differences in various categories in which we had various types of discrimination. Now in this part we will discuss about discrimination between boys and girls, that is gender discrimination between male and female. So students, as you already know, women or females play a major role in the development of our nation. That is, they are a major resource for which sort of development? National development. Students, we studied national unity in the previous part. So, for a nation to develop, progress of a nation depends on a large scale on women. So, women play a major part. That is, they are a main resource for national development. So, we should not have any bias or any discrimination between males or females. But still, in our country, we have discrimination between boys and girls. How? We'll just see it. First, due to biological differences. Main differences between boys and girls due to biological differences. That is, this type of difference can be seen mostly in rural areas. That is, in villages. Okay, in urban areas you can see it very less, rarely seen. But in rural areas, this sort of difference is seen on a large scale due to biological differences. That is, preference of a boy child is more. They don't prefer the birth of a girl child. That is, girls are not accepted there. So, due to this, what happens? Due to this biological difference, women are given less importance there in mostly rural areas. In some of the urban areas, it is still prevalent, but in a small scale. So, due to this, what happens? Social, cultural, and so on, for different reasons. What happens? Differences are seen on a major way. How is it seen? For example, girls not sent to school, boys sent to the maximum level of education. So in this way, social, cultural, education, all these sorts of differences can be seen. Many girls are put inside the houses, inside the four walls of the houses. They are not sent out. All these things are prevalent still in many rural areas. But now the scenario is changing because of education. So first difference or first discrimination between boys and girls is due to biological difference. That is, considering the boy or male child as more important than the girl child. Due to this, what happens? Social, cultural differences are seen in their upbringing. Seen in their upbringing means what? They are brought up in such manner that the girls are given less preference than the boy. In the same family, if a girl and a boy is born, the boy is given more preference. Why? Because they have this biological difference in their minds. Nowadays, students, this picture is still changing, but still in some areas of the country, you can see this difference between boy and girl child being brought up. That is, the upbringing is different for a boy and for a girl. What happens here? The girl child is given less importance, due to which the development of that child is stopped there or it is hampered. So, due to this, when the girl child grows up, she has that mentality in her mind that my brother is given more importance than me. So, the development is hampered there. So, we can say that if preference is given to a boy child more than a girl, the girl grows up in that manner only. And the development of the girl child will be hampered or stopped to a major extent. Why? Because she will be given less importance. And you can see that mostly such girls are inside the four walls of the house. They are not given any other importance there. They are mostly busy cooking. They are continuously busy cooking meals for their family, doing other household chores. Now students, in your textbook, so they are busy in them cooking their meals, in doing household chores. Now students, in a textbook on page number 92, the last paragraph is this topic, discrimination between boys and girls. We have the fourth line where there is a mistake. You do it in this way, students. You have to write it this way. Put a comma there. A comma is missing there. Okay, students? Cooking, comma, household chores. Okay? You have to go in that way. There is a mistake there. After cooking, you have to put a comma. cooking household chores. They are both different terms, okay? So women are busy cooking meals for the whole family, doing household chores. That is all the work of the house has to be done there. The females there, all such things. Upbringing of the children, that is bringing up children, everything is in their hands. All the domestic work is in their hands. Due to which what happened? They are not given importance in any of the decision making process. Why is it so? Because they are deprived or they are not given much importance. They are deprived of their importance in the family. So what happens due to this? Their development is hampered or stopped. So you can say that in short, if during childhood a girl and a boy child are both brought up in a different manner with different type of differences in their minds, biological differences, if it's there, then even when that girl child grows up into a lady, into a woman, she will have all these problems. That is, she will not be given importance in her family in future also. So due to this, what happens? Women become totally dependent on others for all the spheres of their life, for all aspects of their lives. Now these people are also not given importance in sports. They are not given importance in sports, in education, in any sphere. These children are not given importance. So in totality, that is on a whole, women in such areas are not given importance for education, for sports. They are not sent to schools also sometimes. What happens? Some people are not even sending their girls to school. So due to this, what happened? They are treated in an unfair manner. They are not given equal treatment. So you can say that on a whole, women are not given equal treatment. That is, they are given treatment in a different manner. Then we have the other topic here, that is the second one. First we saw biological difference. Now the second one is why women are treated in a different manner. Why? Because in some of the rural areas, what happens here is that preference of a boy child or birth of a boy child is given more importance. Preference of a boy child, that is birth of a boy child, is considered to be a matter of great joy. So such areas consider girls as less important in their families. Due to this, what happens? Girls lose their importance in such families. Why? Because they don't want a girl child to be born itself there. So what happens? They are deprived of many rights. They are not given many rights. Such girls, if by chance they are born in those families, what happens? They are not given the freedom to move freely. Such girls are not given freedom to move freely. Then they are not given the pattern to think independently. That is, even they lose the whole right to think independently. That is, boys are given no preference in such families. So students, all these things are to be avoided. It's wrong, totally wrong for a society to develop. A female should be given much importance, only then a society can develop to the maximum extent. Women play a major role in the national development. We saw it was starting itself in the beginning of the video. So if preference is given only to boys, then girls will lose their importance, due to which what happens? Your development will be hampered or stopped there. Then what happens? Such women are also victims of. Victims means they fall prey to such bad society stigmas, that is bad social evils, you can say. Which are social evils? For example, child marriages. Such girls fall victims to child marriages. That is the first one here. Child marriages means in some rural areas still they practice it. How? Girls are married off at a very early age. The marriageable age for a girl is only 18 years. Below that, if you marry off a girl, it is totally wrong. It is illegal to do it. So, if a girl child is married before the age of 18 years, then she is called to be a victim of child marriage. So such girls, when they are not given importance, they are married off at a very small age. Secondly, what happens? Parda system. Now what do you mean by the students here? Totally covering on the head, not even the face can be seen. Why? Because the elders are there in the house, especially males. So the girl has to completely cover her face. Parda system. That is totally wrong. Why? Because these girls are not given importance in their families. The third one is dowry system. What do you mean by this, students? Dowry means things in large number, extravagant, luxurious things during time of marriage to the bridegroom's house. So such things are totally wrong. It's a social evil actually. All the social evils done against women. It should not be done or practiced in the society. Such evil customs are to be totally stopped in the society. Only then a country can develop. Now students, on page number 92, the last paragraph which we are doing, the fourth last line, you have the word here, customs. All these three are customs. First one, child marriages, birth system, dowry system, all evil customs. Okay, which we saw, the girls fall victims to such customs. That's purely social evil. They are known as social customs which are evil. So customs is a spelling mistake in the textbook. Students change the spelling. You have to make it as CUSTOMS. Okay, correct the spelling there, CUSTOMS. So due to these social evil customs, girls are victimized. They fall victims to such things due to which a girl child is tortured mentally, also and emotionally also. Now, due to these topics, that is, first was the biological preference, second is preference of boy child. What happens? People fall prey to, or they are victims to less and less of social development in society. That is why our country does not prosper to the maximum extent, because female should be given more and more importance. Now students, there is another topic here which has arisen in society because of these 2 points. Which are those points? Biological difference and preference of boy child. Due to these social evils, what happens here is females or girl child is victim of another very dangerous social evil, which is that girl child is also victim to a very dangerous social evil, that is female feticide. What is the students here? Female feticide. Okay. Now, what do you mean by this word? Female feticide is totally connected with killing of a girl child in the womb of the mother itself. That is, this happens mostly because of the 2 points which we studied previously, just now in the video. What was that? First one was preference of boy child, second one was biological difference, that is between boy and girl, differentiation is done. So, due to these 2 points, a girl child before being born into this earth falls victim to female feticide. What do you mean by the students? Here it means a girl child being killed in the womb of the mother before it is born. Okay? Before the birth of the child, the girl child is killed in the womb of its mother. So, due to this, what happens? It is not even born on this earth. So, I told you, because of these 2 points, preference of boy child and the biological difference. Due to that, a girl child is also victim before its birth. It is killed in the mother's womb. So, it is totally wrong, a dangerous social evil which is actually punishable by law. If someone is caught hold of female feticide, such people are punished by law. Students, this has to be completely abolished. India does not permit such things. In our constitution, this thing is not permissible. But still, those who do it are punishable by law. But nowadays, students, whatever we saw, all these points, victims of birth system, dowry system, all these things, preference of boy child is gradually decreasing. Why, students? Because, yes, why? Because education has taken a good rise among us. Education is the main factor. Because of increase in education, children are being sent to school. Even girls in rural areas are now being sent to school to study, at least till the primary level. Many people send about that also. But nowadays, even in rural areas, just like urban areas, people are sending their girl child to school. The girl children are being sent to school, due to which what happens? Awareness is there among girls also and among parents also. Even among rural parents, awareness is there, due to which what happens? All these points which we studied now is gradually decreasing. You can see that all these types of discrimination between boys and girls is totally on a decrease nowadays. The graph shows a very good decrease in the problems which we saw right now. All these social evils are totally being banished by our countrymen. So, we can say that in short, it's necessary to educate our girl children. Only then they will be getting such benefits. That is, literacy rate is increased nowadays amongst girls also. Okay, literacy rate has been increased even amongst girls. Girls are being sent to school, due to which what happens? They are aware of the social reforms being done. So we can say that no discrimination should be done between a boy and a girl. Both should be given equal treatment. Now students, will come to the next topic of our textbook, that is page number 93. We have a pink box, students, over there, things to know. This is the last part of our chapter. This is a very important information regarding changes or reforms done for the development of women. Let's see which are those reforms. See the pink box, students, what is the heading there? Refers to remove differences towards females. That is how to bring up the condition of women in the society. Okay. So you have 7 points over there. The first one is National Commission for Women was formed in 1992. What's formed over here, students, here? National Commission. Now this is for the whole nation, okay? Women given much importance. Why? So that they can solve their disputes easily through this commission. Whatever problems they are having, through legislative measures, they can come up in life through this commission's help. That is, it is specially set up for women. And reforms, various reforms are being done by this National Commission for Women. It was established in the year 1992, especially only for women of India. Now, here many women approach this National Commission for safeguarding of their rights. That is, the rights of women are safeguarded here. So you can say that the first step towards development of women was by the government of India by setting up the National Commission in 1992, so that their rights can be safeguarded. The next one is, students, Nari Adalats have been established so that women can easily get justice. Now students, the word itself is very clear over here. It's a Hindi word. Okay. Nari Adalat stands for what? Nari means women, female, Adalat means court. So that easily women can get justice here. There is no need for them to approach a separate court. So for domestic fights or for any other reasons, they can easily approach them. For any complaints, for solving any disputes, they can easily approach this Nari Adalat. That is, they can easily get justice over here. All those things can be solved. They don't have to waste time approaching different courts. Just like we saw the first 2 points, the same way, the third one is Women Welfare Centers. Here also, students, it means the same. Women Welfare Centers were formed to solve problems of women. That is, just like we saw the Nari Adalat, then we saw the National Commission of Women, the same way, Women Welfare Centers were formed, so that easily their problems could be solved there. Coming to the fourth one, fourth is society and government have made combined efforts to increase the ratio of girl education. What do you mean by students? Ratio of girl education. Just now we saw how girls in the previous days were not sent to school. They were not given education. So to increase the girl education, what has government done? Government is doing combined efforts with the help of society. That is, people have to cooperate for that. They are sending girls to school so that the ratio of girl is to boy. Education remains the same or more than that. So nowadays if you see, students, I told you in the previous topic, because of education, the scenario is changing. Girls are being sent to school. So the ratio has increased now. Because of awareness, girls are being educated. The next one, the fifth one is, just read what is the fifth one, students? Laws have been framed to ensure equal ownership in family property. What do you mean by that? In family property, whatever is the property of a family, the land, house, whatever is there, estates, whatever you have as your private property, has to be distributed equally. That is, the family property goes into the hands of all the children equally. Okay. This is a very good reform towards females. Why? Because in the old days, what happened in the previous era, what happened? Only boys were given the part from the family property. No inheritance was given to girls. But now it is compulsory to give a part of the family property to girls also. To which what happens? Ownership, equal ownership for a girl as well as a boy. Next one we have strict laws have been framed to prohibit child marriages, dowry system and female feticide. Students, we saw all the three in the previous topic. We saw about child marriage, we saw about time. So all these systems, even saw about other system. So students, all these things have been strictly prohibited by us. Strict laws have been made to prohibit all these things from the society. That is, we can say that all these steps are for the development of women so that they can prosper in a positive manner. And students, coming to the last point, what is written there? Students, just read it. Many programs have been implemented since 1990 in our country to ensure that women receive equal status, education and security. That is since 1990. Many programs. We saw 6 main programs here. The 7th one is written since 1990. Many programs have been implemented so that what happens? Women can receive equal status in society. That is, they are on equal footing with men. They are not considered less than men. Boys and girls, males and females are on an equal footing. They are on an equal footing. It's very important. So they receive equal status. Then what is written over there? They receive equal education just like boys. So no bias towards boys and girls. Both are equal, and even security. They should enjoy peace and security in their lives. So we can say that for women, it's very essential to have mental, physical, emotional, all sorts of security. Only then a woman can develop. And if a woman develops, only then a country, a nation can prosper. So students, I come to the conclusion of this chapter. I hope you're very clear with the topics over here. The concepts are clear for you. What we saw different topics, that is unity and diversity. In spite of our country being diverse, we have so many kinds of aspects of diversity, but still we are united. Due to this, what happens? We stand as a unique country in the world. That is, it's a special feature. Unity and diversity is a special feature. Then we saw discrimination of various kinds, in which we had in detail discrimination between boys and girls, and how the Indian government is taking steps to increase awareness among people so that they can develop their country by giving much importance to women. So students, I conclude this topic over here. Read the textbook thoroughly. Okay students? Only then you'll be able to understand the topics clearly. So watch the videos and go through the textbook precisely. Thank you students.